development, Ayo. You spoke earlier with the PDP agent who has expressed his displeasure as regards INEC decision. Talk more to us about why INEC has taken this decision at this time.
Just for the 47 polling units that there seem to be disputes, and it's been disputed, and it's alleged that there was kind of overvoting in those polling units, and INEC, in their wisdom, and the electoral officers, the returning officer that has the power to actually decide calls like this, has actually ruled that this exercise is inconclusive. But I have some of the stakeholders. What's your political party?
I'm the State Relation Officer for SDP, Social Democratic Party.
SDP?
SDP.
Do you agree with the verdicts of the Independent National Electoral Commission?
I don't agree. In fact, I don't agree there was election in Adamawa. What we had in Adamawa was a charity.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, it was just vote buying. You know, filters were going around buying votes, all over. Substantially, there was no real election.
As it has been declared inconclusive.
It wasn't free, transparent, and credible. Substantially, in most cases, election did not even take place. Not even making it Beavers compliant. But even the election, they were just concocted and written.
But if you have these allegations, if you can substantiate it, don't you think it's better you go to the tribunal?
We are on our way to the tribunal. That's the position paper I've given you. That's why I refused to sign the result sheet. And I've said it before, you didn't hear me.
Okay, you did sign the result sheet.
I didn't. Oh, you didn't hear me.
No, I didn't.
So you have not covered when I told them that they have not conducted elections, we are not signing it, and we are going to the tribunal. That's why I've given you in writing.
Okay. I want to thank you. The agent of the All Progressive Congress here, what's the name? So, do you agree with the verdict of the Independent National Electoral Commission?
I don't agree.
Why?
Because there are a lot of issues. Not only the cancellation of the cancelled polling units. We have a lot of issues that have been raised. For example, one local government alone brought 3 different result sheets. That is Fufore local government. Yesterday, the first result that came in here.
Fufore brought 3 different sheets.
Different results. The REC himself, the returning officer himself said it yesterday. You don't know which result he will use. Because the first result came in here yesterday, and they said APC has over 37,000 votes. Later on, another result has been brought in, and they said APC has 26,000. The coalition officer. Later on today, they say we have 24,000. We don't know which one is the authentic result. So therefore, we have a lot of people, and we all know what happened in Fufore. All the resolution and everything has been shared in that polling.
Do you prefer APC? Would you have preferred APC to have been declared outrightly?
Exactly, because we have won Fufore with one margin that is enough for us to be declared winners in this election. And definitely, this is what is supposed to be done. And anything short of this, I think we cannot accept it.
So you don't want to go for the runoff election?
The runoff election is what we need to know the stand of this local government, for the local government. Why will he accept one result out of 3? What is the reason why he collected the result? While he himself confessed that he has different results, he don't know which one he will use.
Okay. And that's the agent of the People's All Progressive Congress there. And more agents are still reacting to the declaration of this whole exercise as inconclusive by the electoral umpire, that's the Independent National Electoral Commission, Nifemi.
AY, I'm wondering which of these local government results is actually being contended, because we waited long for the Fufore results from Fufore, and I'm hearing some of the agents also saying that there are discrepancies in the figures that were collated. But in what areas are you expecting INEC to now conduct a runoff in Adamawa?
I know top on the disputed list is the Fufore local government, and I've not been able to clear from the umpire the number or the exact local government. I'm sure I will speak with the resident electoral commission before we leave this place to ascertain the exact local government that will be affected.
As a repeat of what transpired in 2019, Fintiri was the PDP candidate. The only difference now is that it was, Mohammed Bindo who was the APC candidate at the time. Walk us through how keenly contested this process has been up until now, and how soon do you think we'll be hearing from INEC as to the way forward?
I think when you look at the margin between the winner and the runner-up, it's like 30,000. But you know, we have constitutional requirements. We have to talk about spread. We have to talk about put some things into consideration. And the electoral returning officer did not actually elaborate on these factors. So we tend to get details why they decided to take this decision. But one thing is certain, they said the resident electoral commissioner, all through this collation, he has been going in and out. The party agents noticed him that he has been receiving calls. So those party agents, they told me about their fears, that they don't believe that this guy was acting independently, that he might have been teleguiding, somebody might be somewhere teleguiding him. We don't know about that. We can't substantiate that. But I noticed that too, the frequency of going in, coming out, ultimately you have to give the phone to the returning officer, and the returning officer received the call, and at the end of the day, it's quite curious that after 20 local government yesterday, it was just this Fufure local government remaining, and I thought Fufure local government in the Central Senatorial District, by 8 a.m. this morning, we were asked to converge here to actually continue with this process. We thought by 10 a.m. it would be like that, but curiously, we converged back here around noon. And from noon, we sat down here till 7 p.m. 7 hours. Nobody communicated, nobody said anything telling us about what was going on. It was a big dispute to arrive at a conclusion about this Fufure local government.
Wait, Ayo, I'll allow you catch your breath and also consult with other stakeholders there so we can have some fresh perspectives and updated information as to what's happening in Adamawa. Ayo Zugbako live for us at the State Collation Center in Yola. Interesting.